Hi everybody, this is a quick video to show you how to take through Design Space the SVGs to cut little presentation boxes for these type of car diffusers. They're sold in all sorts of different places. These various suppliers sell them, and also you can get them on eBay and Amazon. So there are 3 files included in this bundle. One to make a box for a single diffuser. This one has a locking bottom like that, just one seam to glue and a locking bottom, and the lid tucks in, so it's super quick. Then there's one which takes 2 bottles, and all the boxes have space for the laces in the top, so they close up nice and neat. That's all 3 of them shown together. Let's just see if I can find... Yeah, there's the double one. So there's a box for a single diffuser, one for 2 diffusers, and then there's also this box which takes a diffuser and the little refill that you can send out. There's the double again, and there's the refill. And the refill, tiny 10 ml plastic refill bottle, sits in an insert, tucked away at the back of the box, and then the actual diffuser shows through the front. We'll bring them into Design Space and you can see what I'm talking about. They're super easy to handle, these, but because they a couple of them are single piece boxes and one of them isn't, I thought I'd just do a quick video to show you the difference between them. So we'll bring this single diffuser box in first. Just go around to where it is. There we are. Okay, so as usual, with any file that's a cut file that's got score lines, your first job is to convert the lines that come in as cuts, because we can't make them come in as scores, and we need to convert them. So in my SVGs, they always live in that first subgroup in your layers panel. You can tell it's the score lines layer because there are no colours, no coloured pieces in it. It's just a group of lines. So you click on that to select it, go to your operations menu, choose score from the drop down menu, and you can see that they've been selected now. And because this is a single piece file, there's no one grouping to do. You just select everything on screen any way you want to do it. You can use the select all button, you can click right at the top of your layers panel, and you attach everything together. I am on the desktop version for PC, so for me attach is at the bottom of the layers panel. If you're on the mobile app, it'll be somewhere different. So there it is, it's ready to go. We'll click make it. Obviously it's a tiny little box. You can cut it from A4. You'll get 2 on A4 easily. Don't think you'll get 3. No, but you can. Let me just have a think, because when I cut these, I think I cut 6 from A4. Let's just have a look at what you could do to be a bit more economical. I'm going to bring a shape in that I'm going to make A4 size, so 21 by 29.7 tall. I'll send that to the back. I mean, you may not, you might only get 2. I think it might be just because I might get 6 on an A3 because you can do a bit more interlocking. But I'll just make sure. So I've just copied and pasted that. No way are you going to get 3 on an A4. But on an A3 you can get 6. When I cut these, I cut 6 at a time on an A3. Right, so that's that one single piece box, super easy. The double box is also a single piece box, so we'd handle that in exactly the same way. Again, click on that first subgroup in your layers panel to select the score lines. Operations menu, choose score, select everything on screen and attach. And again, you're going to get, this will cut from A4 or letter. And if you do what we did before, so we'll just duplicate that and say make it. And I'll choose A4. And you can see it wants to put them on separate pages, but we're going to move that one to the bottom. I'm going to click on those 3 dots there, move object, take it onto that one, and rotate it, and then that way they interlock together, and you can get 2 of the double box from an A4 as well. So that would only be 4 from an A3 sheet. Okay, so I'm not going to cut it. I'll delete those, and now we'll bring in the box which is for a diffuser and the little 10 ml plastic refill bottles that some of you send out. This is handled a little bit differently because, as you can see, this is a two-piece box. There's the main box and a tiny little insert that holds the refill bottle in place. So we need to do more or less the same thing, but as you can see, this time that subgroup, that first subgroup, has more in it. It has two sets of scores. It's got the little scores on the insert, and then it's got the usual scores on the box. So again, you're just going to click on the name of it to select everything within that subgroup. Go to your operations menu, choose score, and you can see that they've been converted, but this time, while it's still selected, you need to ungroup it. Ungroup for me is at the top of the layers panel. If you're on the mobile app, it'll be somewhere else. Then, just as before, we select this group of, this is new, isn't it? So yeah, now we have to select the cuts. So we click on that the subgroup below, which contains all the cut pieces, as you can see, and all the tiny little cuts within them, the ones that just make that notched tuck-in lid there. All we need to do here is ungroup, and then because the SVG is still in that overall group, we select everything and ungroup a third time. That's because this is a multi-piece cut file SVG with score lines. 3 ungroups in that order. Score lines, cut pieces, and then the whole SVG. So now everything's a separate piece and we can attach the individual score lines to the pieces that they relate to. And the quickest way to do that, click on canvas somewhere near a piece, drag a box to enclose just that one piece and its scores and attach. And then do the same for the other piece. So now we'll click make it, and again we're going to be able to choose A4 and everything will go on an A4 sheet. And I don't think. You'd probably get 2 boxes and then you could cut those on a separate sheet, but yeah, that would be an economical way to do it actually. If I were cutting these in volume, I would put 2 main boxes on an A4 and then you'd get 4 boxes from 3 sheets of A4 because you could easily get 4 of those from another sheet of A4. So that would be the way to do it. But either way, just to show you, you can cut the whole thing from one sheet of A4. But if you're cutting a lot of these, do experiment with how many you can get out of the larger sheets you can cut on, assuming you've got the long mat. Okay, I hope that helps. If you've got any queries or questions when you come to assemble them, don't hesitate to get in touch. You do get a PDF of assembly instructions for these, even though they are incredibly simple. There's just that side seam to join. The single diffuser box has a locking bottom. The bottom on the double up boxes does glue, but again, it's just you just apply tape to one of these longer tabs and close it up. It's super easy. If you want to get in touch, the links to do that are in the description below. You can get in touch via Etsy or Facebook, whichever you prefer. And if you've just stumbled across this SVG and you'd like to buy the bundle, it's the 3 SVG bundle, this one. The link to do that is also in the description. Thanks a lot. Bye.